It is known as the Gladiator School by inmates for its violence. The Idaho Correctional Center, the place where security cameras captured the beating of Hani Alabit. The 24-year-old appears to plead for help, looking to guards, other prisoners, anyone to stop the assault by a fellow inmate.
I'm imagining him reaching for this door while this guard is on the other side and never once trying to help him.
But no one steps in, even as the attacker stops to rest, then starts again. All the while, guards stay behind glass. The prison video obtained exclusively by the Associated Press. The images, evidence for critics that the privately run prison is a place where violence reigns. Lawsuits say that the operator, Corrections Corporation of America, denies prisoners medical treatment to cover up assaults. In the case of Hani Alabit, minutes passed after the last beating ended and the cell block door opened. The attacking inmate handcuffed, and Alabit examined for signs of life.
And there is my husband called me. He said, "Amina, get ready." I said, "Where?" "Going to bed." I said, "Did Hani die?" He said, "No." I'm sorry. He said, "We don't know yet." But they said he been beat up.
Alabit was in prison for robbery. He says in a lawsuit that before the attack, he felt threatened after giving details about drug trafficking between inmates and staffers, put in solitary confinement for his protection, then returned to the same unit he allegedly snitched on. Alabit was there only 6 minutes. Then the beating happened. Corrections Corporation officials say the prison is safe, and in a statement says public release of the video poses an unnecessary security risk to our staff, the inmates entrusted to our care, and ultimately to the public. Idaho state government has pushed to privatize prisons here. The state corrections department says it cannot talk about the video because of pending litigation. Critics like the American Civil Liberties Union call the prison a gulag, filing a potentially class action lawsuit on behalf of inmates. Martin Horn has led corrections departments in New York City and Pennsylvania. He says the numbers show prison violence is actually declining.
It's the result of good management by prison authorities. I think it's the result of improved classification procedures. I think it's the result of improved training of corrections staff. I think it's the result of a realization on the part of people who run prisons that in order for prisons to run properly, we have to keep the inmates safe.
Today, Hani Alabit cannot say much about the assault. The helpful son who made the family's car business go, now suffering from brain damage, short-term memory loss that won't go away. His family has reached a settlement with Corrections Corporation of America. The terms confidential.
He used to help me in everything, but right now he can't do nothing. Nothing. Just sitting, you know. Can't drive, can't swim, can't go camp.
Eventually, he was released on a medical parole. Too injured to be cared for in prison. Lee Powell, The Associated Press.